Hey guys, welcome to another look at an international banknote with me, Richie. In this one we are doing the Australian $10 note. So as you can see with this one, it has a bluey, greeny, yellowy, greeny, bluish tone to it, which is pretty cool. Now the gentleman who's depicted on the actual note, because the Queen is not on this note, is A.B. Banjo Patterson. Now what did he do? So he returned from the Boer War in 1900. So having a look here, you can see there's a cowboy on a horse, and is that him? It says this image of the designer's inspiration of the horseman from the era, Patterson's. So that was from the era, basically. Up here we have a bird, color effect bird, which I think is a cockatiel. So let's bring it to the camera and we will move it around. So you can see there we have that little colored line move up and down, which is pretty cool. Down here we have legal tender throughout Australia with this Governor Reserve Bank of, well, he's the Governor of the Reserve Bank of Australia, and then the Secretary to the Treasury, and then Australia. So this issue of notes came out in 2016. So they've only been around for about 3 years. On the actual security strip here we have, which looks like feathers going around the outside of it, and at the top we have a pen, which is what Patterson's what Patterson used basically in his era. You can see there's a cockatiel down here, there's a flapping cockatiel. So very similar to the $5 note. They have a flapping bird. Down the bottom here we have the 10 that goes back and forth, so it goes backwards. Can I get it to show? There we go. Did you see it? There. The 10 is backwards and then it goes back to the thing. And that is on top of a like a windmill built kind of building. It's the homestead down the bottom there. Then we have a 10 just by the cockatiel there, which has really good detail, by the way. Then you can see there's more like little feathers, and there's little bits of plant or pollen or something there around it. There's a close-up of the actual portrait of the gentleman. Then is there anything else we need to look at? Let's see what this is. Alright, so the actual UV, I don't know if it's going to show up in this light. Am I going to be able to get, no, I'm going to have to try and get some photos in the dark. Now I didn't talk about the UV ink on the $5 note because they just don't show up. So I'm going to try and take some photos of all of the Australian ones I got. Well, it's basically going to be this area and this area. Have we missed anything out? So we've got the 2 raised dots there as well for visually impaired people who wish to use the notes. Then this, there we go, found it. They are bramble wattle. So they're bramble wattle. It's an Australian plant. And so what we do now, we flip it over and we'll have a look on this side. So here you can see there's a lady, and that is Mary Gilmore. And Mary Gilmore is a national librarian. Well, she was, let me have a look. It's based on the photograph of portrait taken when she was in her early 20s. National Library of Australia. Okay. That's all it says on there about the lady on the portrait. Up here we have another one of them tilt line doodads, and then down here we have the clear window, which actually has the pen. I don't know if it's gonna, the camera's not picking it up. Oh, there we go. So you can see it there when I tilt it. If I get the right light, there you go. So it's got pen in the center of that one. Here's the back side, the opposite side of the security, a window. There's a small portrait down here of someone, and that is of there we go. I found it on the app, and that is, well, let me see, portrait of Gilmore at her desk. So that's her when she was older. There we go, close up of that. And then along this bit here we have a photo of a hut, and that is described in so Mary Gilmore was a poet, just found that out by clicking on that, and she used this hut in some of her poems. And yeah, really nice little note there. Not sure if I've missed anything out. There's something there. So I think the 10 there at the bottom there has the different texture as well for security reasons. There's our number, serial number, and what's cool again, we have 2 in a row, which is pretty cool, and we can actually see both sides there together with the 10 because I got 2 of them. So yeah guys, what do you think of this note? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I think Australian notes are pretty cool, to be honest with you. They have pretty much exactly the same feel as the British ones, and they look really cool. So I'm gonna try and take some photos of the UV light on here, and that's it guys. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. So take care guys, and happy coin hunting. Goodbye.